Well, hello everyone. Howdy. How we doing? We got a nice, fun start to the day. Totally nice and early. Raving, thank you for 61 months. 5 years and 1 month. Holy crap. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the support. Sorry, I just burped. Hour 0, the mood is light and nothing can possibly go wrong. So we're gonna be playing a whole bunch of games today. I downloaded a few that I've been sitting on, and got a few that folks requested in the little forum that I posted out. I'm not gonna play all the ones that were requested in the forum. It was just kind of like I wanted to gauge where folks were, and if any of them interest me as well, I was gonna throw them in. So we're gonna be playing, like, let's see, what do we got? Ender Lilies is what we're gonna start with. I'd like to at some point give Vampire Survivors a go. They always run. Neon White, we just got gifted that for my birthday. Mortal Shell, I want to start. Control, I would like to give a little bit of a go, just to kind of dip my toes in. I probably will do a full playthrough of a lot of these, but I just kind of want to test them out, you know? We got like Death's Door, we got Cult of the Lamb, we got, I might try Axiom Verge again, Resident Evil 1 remake, bunch of stuff like that. And then we got like Dwarf Romantic and Hellpoint and Isaac for comfy times if we want to just... I like how Hellpoint is a comfy time now. Became comfy time. Monty K, thank you for 18 months. Best of luck to your 24-hour stream. Stay hydrated and caffeinated. I will do that with this first sip of coffee. Damn, that's good coffee. I don't have too much fanfare to start here. The question is it going to recognize my gamepad? No. I did plug it in after the fact, so, you know, that's on me. Oh, and I have Bluetooth on. Okay, there we go. How do I like my coffee? With cream and sugar. Game, please. Good start. Hey, there we go. I know, a planned one. Weird, right? I don't know how I feel about these planned 24-hour streams. Also, I downloaded Fall Guys. I've never played Fall Guys, but maybe we'll do Fall Guys at some point. 'Cause that's fun, and we can all do that together. I've never played before. I've watched a bunch of it, and it looks fun. I just never gave it a go. Descent Gents, Tumbled Dudes. Saren! So yeah. This is I think a 2D Souls-like Ender Lilies, and you play as like a little girl who controls like spirits, I think? Is a vague idea. I can hardly believe it, yet you are alive and well. Can you hear my voice? Chat, can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Open your eyes, chat. I'm gonna say how much you're enjoying my Darkwood playthrough. Hope you have a great stream. Best wishes. Thank you so much, Wet Paint. I really enjoyed Darkwood. You seem to be awake, chat. And none the worse for wear. There will be VODs of the stream. I will split up everything when we... Ooh. Did I frighten you? You can thank the priestess for my incorporeal form. You remember what fate befell this land? So you've lost your memories as well. Let us be rid of this place for now. It may be best for you to see the state of things outside yourself. Very quiet. I'm gonna bump the game up just a little bit. I'm waiting for like music to start and blow out our ears. Cool. Okay, you have like toggleable menu. A little dodge roll. Definitely getting Hollow Knight vibes just from the presentation too. Jump. Yeah, this one's been on my wish list for a long time. Do not be afraid. Wield my power as your own, you seem more than capable. I like how you can, like, mid-air interrupt. Do a combo before you land. That's cool. I like that. Gotta check for secrets. I don't know how how secret doors or anything are gonna work in this game, or if there are any. Feels like there would be. Dan Floyd did a one-off of this and he bought it a few days later. Haven't finished it because it's difficult. Yeah, he was doing a, what was it, like a, Metroidvania week or something like that? I can't remember what it was. And this was one of the ones he did. Which was great. Well, like, there was a bunch that I didn't even realize were Metroidvanias that he was playing like through that week. And I was like, oh. Pray. Dear Sigrid, I want you to deliver the amulet to the White Priestess. It's a necklace I bestow upon all priestesses. Amphi! Thank you for 7 months. The Dan Jones playing a game about a murder child? I guess so. Thank you so much for 7 months. But I've imbued it with a blessing. I'm certain the ward will protect her from the threat of the blighted. Wards can be broken and restored, but that is something only a priestess can manage. I count on you to see this through. Yours, Elaine. Elaine. Oh. Okay. Swim. Switch spirits with right bumper. Okay, cool. Hey, we got some music now. Part of an amulet worn by a white priestess. Max HP +5. Pog. Is that equipped, or do I have to equip that? I cannot equip yet. Okay. I got hurt. That's the wrong. Okay, so the left bumpers are my heals, but I have limited of them. On the blighted. As the mind, body, and soul of those afflicted with the blight is consumed, rot spreads throughout. This rot possesses superb regenerative properties, granting undying flesh. The link between mind and body is cut in time, and the host is driven purely by the wrath of the blight. Respites act as checkpoints. Resting will restore your HP along with spirit and prayer uses. Resting will call forth the defleated blight. Okay. It's weird that left trigger is like interact. Secrets. There are blighted whose mind do not fade. There's no saving grace, however, is said to endure an eternity of pain and suffering. The miracle of the White Priestess is the only true salvation for those who are cursed with the blight. Yay. So does that mean like some of these blights that turned into like corpse worms used to be people? They just became worm, became blob. Big dub. I'm so pumped to turn into this 24-hour stream in about 18 hours from now when I have Wi-Fi. Hell yeah. See you then, Big Dub. Can I just... Okay. I thought there was gonna be a secret. Worm, I dodged. How dare. Oh, also, yeah, I'm gonna be part of this, like, big Fall Guys thing that, Will has been planning. I think it's on Saturday. But that was part of the reason why I was like, I guess I should download Fall Guys. Get some practicing. You know. Those lads aren't gonna fall themselves. Oh boy. Oh, okay, that's just a distance. Okay, that's not quite a full heal. You're gonna show up on Saturday and having David touch it, yeah. I installed it the first time last night, and I was like... Also, there was no, like... I was imagining there was, like, a store where you could, like, buy a whole bunch of, like, skins and stuff like that. But it was like, here's, like, the current deals, and it was, like, 5 skins. And I was like, I don't want any of these skins. So I guess I'm going fucking default ass Bean Boy. There's a rotating store. That's so weird to me. Like, I guess it makes sense, especially for like the, you know, limited time stuff. Oh, I leveled. Perish Way. Carriers of the Rot appeared from a land of snow, bringing calamity to the land's end. If you're gonna name your place Land's End, like, you should just expect bad things to happen. Said to be the ancients' revenge, the Rot drove people to madness and transformed them into monstrosities. Carriers of the Rot came to be known as Blighted. Right. She's pointing. She's pointing. Point. Okay. How's the volume for you guys? Because this game feels very quiet to me. I just also don't know if it's just the start of the game being quiet. Audio seems good. Sounds fine. Okay. I also have a lovely leaf blower right outside that's drowning everything out. Tainted by the blight, never to die. We call those creatures blight. I read the stuff. Don't hear the leaf blower. That's good. Oh ho! The air is thick with rot of blight. Take heed. To protect her, I must destroy. Ow. Oh, okay, you doing your little spinny spin. Oh! Ow. Nice. I was supposed to protect you. Touch. What is the occasion for the 24-hour stream? A sub goal was met a while back. So I decided to plan a 24-hour stream and not accidentally do one. What is the music? The music's reminding me of something. That little like dun 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 sting is familiar. Swings an iron ball to attack surrounding enemies. Sub skills have a cooldown and limited number of uses. Sigrid guarded the sept to protect the White Priestess Lily. Never-ending bloodshed caused her to be consumed by madness. Yo! Damn, double jump just right off the bat. Look at the game spoiling this secret for me. The soul has been purified. It's no longer imprisoned by the blight. Within that memory just now, the woman called you Lily. Surely that is your name. If you retrace the memories of the blighted in life, you may just remember something yourself. It may prove difficult, but can you carry on? Purification. Okay. Pretty. Are you all right? Don't push yourself. Take a rest. No. You're not the boss of me. Was she just like a little spoiled brat? Okay, so we can change. Oh, okay, so you have limited cast of that. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Now this music feels Final Fantasy. Chaos had taken the villagers long before my arrival. But did the rain end them, or the blighted? My bond with the priestess is a perennial one? I may not be able to lead the charge in this form, but my blade is yours. Don't look so surprised. You think me the sort of wretch to leave a child out in this horrid rain? Let's trudge on. I always like this like combo of, you know, the weak character with like a strong spirit that kind of is like a guardian, but they have to like rely on each other. I don't know. I like that relationship. Have you met before? Seems their cognizance faded before succumbing to madness. They don't appear to be a threat, but best keep your distance. Groa's letter. Dear Blail, thank you for your continued service in ferrying the White Priestess and her guardians. My son hopes to one day be as a fine coachman as you, to ride the gallantly on as fine a horse. Please do call upon us when you visit the parish. Blessed be the tranquil white light, Groa, Chief Guardian. Is this world going to be more depressing than Hollow Knight? I don't know. Okay, I do want to run back and get that, the little double jump cutscene showed us to get. Weep, 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 tra-la-la-la. There's something about just, like, continuous rain in any kind of, like... piece of media that I just love. Like, City of Tears, all that shit. I love it, man. Is there a way to see them? There it is. "24 hours. Alright. I'm gonna come back for whatever that is at the front. I just wanna kinda see what we got. What's on the list to play? We're gonna dip into this. Cult of the Lamb probably at some point. Control. What else did I say, chat? Resident Evil 1 remake. Because I've never played Resident Evil 1, weirdly enough. Also, a few things that I've just been kind of like putting on the back burner, like Legend of Grimrock. I might give what's the Hyper Light Drifter another go, because I played it briefly and I was like, I don't know if this is my thing, but I feel like it is, and I was just probably in a bad mood. Oh, also Neon White. Definitely want to dip into that and try to beat some friends' times, because that sounds really fun. Point. Oh, red and white flowers. Lily may find flowers blooming in mystical power that help her in her journey when destroyed. Red flowers, blight wreath. Red flowers will restore spirit uses. White flowers, blessings and magic infused. White flowers restore prayer uses. Oh, that's neat. So what you're saying is, if I pray... Cool. Okay, it doesn't add more than 13. Good to know. Neon White's addictive. Yeah. I watched everyone like J-Hobbs and Dan and Will play it. And I was like, oh shit. This looks fun. Ow. Let's try this lady out. Okay, so it's kind of nice because I can just like put her down and leave. Nice, +1. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, nice. You can't interrupt it. Hyperlight Drifter on Switch? No, I have it on PC. Ooh, that's nice. You can attack and then double jump out of it. Maybe get a down attack or something. Destroy the slimes. It's so cold. Where are you, mother? Oh, this looks like a fun, happy game, huh? Nothing but sunshine and smiles. There's a bit of the music that sounds like Kirby. It really does. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna be a friend. Pain, it's unbearable. Cliffside Hamlet Youth performs an arced leap and lands with enough force to scatter and damage surrounding enemies. Separated from his mother in the midst of the terrible storm, the boy set off in the White Paris in search of help. He never arrived. I wonder if that ability can break the that floor thing. I like her little dive. It looks like it would hurt. Hold, something approaches. Or rather, it follows. I sense no clear mind. It seems to be drawn by your amulet. Perhaps they were once in service to a white priestess. Is their desire to aid us? Assist us? Your priestess are a rare breed. Also, all the noises you can hear. they're the trash pickup is happening right now. Right now. Fast travel's nice. Can't hear it. Relics. Okay, so wait, how do I go about that? Oh, okay. I can do one. Some of that stuff has different effects in midair. Oh, yes, it does. Okay, so since we have fast travel, let's do this and go all the way back to the start. The spirits sit with you when you're at a bench. Yeah. I like that. She was... The poor girl, she never learned how to open doors. Did not think I was going to be able to go back up that. Level 4. Okay. Secret. Statue inscription. Inscription? Let's play inscription. Stone statues with the likeness of the white priestess. The inscription below reads the intact statue reads Priestess of the Dawn, while the ruined statue seems to be once of the Priestess of the Wind. Okay. So there's an up path here as well. Looks like probably fall down into it. When are going to get to open doors like a civilized person, spirit? We can dream. This little girl's knees are gonna be like absolutely destroyed with the way she dives. It's just like... Just cheese grate in her knees. Oh no. It's a terrible image. Soldiers of the nation rose to face the blighted, but struggled in vain. In the end, the prayers of the woman in white saved the kingdom. Her words, the only thing capable of purifying and stopping the blighted. Revered by the people, the woman came to be known as the White Priestess. Oh, you know what I didn't try? I wanted to go back and try that spirit on the that breakable looking thing. Wonder if she's a spirit herself, how pale she is. Well, I mean, like, the spirits aren't like ghostly. It kind of just feels like she has, like, you know, royal blood, being the White Priestess and all. I'm curious about the, like, if the black strand of hair, or like her hair fading to black, is symbolizing something. You finally caught another stream? Hell yeah. Good to see you. Damn, those little dagger guys will fuck you up. Shit. Doesn't look like anything. At least not yet. Maybe we'll get like a down thrust. I definitely keep instinctively hitting left bumper to change my spirits. And right bumper to heal. So I gotta get used to switching those in my head. I'm wasting all my heals. Can the spirits not be assigned on the same bar? They can. I just felt like doing it like this. Can you just rebind? Yes. Yes, I can. Level up. I love these little, like, a mushroom wizard folks. Point. Where you belong. She point. She's ruthless. So many of the enemies are just adorable. Yeah. We break the pots. Ow. Poison's bad. Pick up stagnant blight. Allows you to enhance your skills. Okay. Interesting. Since when has Dan's custom tag been Dampe Dumper? I just put it as a dumb joke. Because we got a new emote. We got Dampe Dumper and as our tier 2 emote. Because I didn't have other spots for it. Faced any bosses yet? Yeah, we had I'm assuming the tutorial boss. Piss. I died. Saren! I see you with the tier 2. Gotta have the Dampy Dumper. Look at him! Thank you so much, Saren. Now I just need to animate it. Oh my god. I guess, do you leave nothing behind on death? No death penalty? Interesting. Oh, Bloodstained is another one of the things on the list for today. I don't know if we'll get around to everything, but I kind of would like to give it a go to at least finish it. Oh. Fun fact, wolves cannot swim. Animal facts. Damn. The wolves fuck you up. I gotta start using my dodge better. Unsubscribe Animal Facts? Would you like to continue your free service of Animal Facts? Some people love horror but hate gore. So there's like it's weird because I usually like body horror and kind of gore and stuff like that. I hate when a movie is like gore fest though, like Hills Have Eyes, where it's just intentionally trying to gross you out. It's not like a I don't know. It just feels like it's overdone. seen this flower before. It's not a fascinating distortion of the human. Yeah. It's just like, let's gross them out. I don't know why I gave him that voice. It feels cheap, yeah. It's like the jump scare equivalent of like scary horror games. The original Hills Have Eyes or the remake? I've only seen one, which was somewhat new. So I'm assuming a remake, maybe? I didn't actually know there was an original and a remake. The original's from 1977. Okay, so then, yeah, the remake. Speaking of remakes, Mulan sucks. I still haven't watched any live-action Disney remake, and I intend to keep it that way. Man, those birds like interrupt your combo. It's like you gotta break it apart just to not get hit. Ah ha ha! Okay, okay, so those are little switches. Oh, I thought that was just gonna kill me. I was like, ah. Oh! Interesting, you can go up. Whoa. That is interesting. Boom, boom, boom. There's no bottomless pits in this game. That's good. Treasure! Okay. Sir? Okay. Dodging doesn't give iframes. It looks like at the start of your dodge, it gives you iframes. Manisa's ring slightly increases spirit uses. Hog. Is that a platform? It sure is.
But the treasure chest, chat. I need it.
No spoilers, please. Insufficient slot. Why do you? Oh, it takes 2 slots. I think I'd rather have the max HP right now. Read. I've been studying the texts of the ancients, and it appears there's a possibility of a connection between the blight and one particular branch of their magics. If we could decipher more of the old texts found in the blighted lands, we could pursue this thread further. There's so many pathways, so many paths to go down, chat. Let's go this way.
Oh, that's a secret right there.
No! Hey, who was that? Ow. Yeah, dodge into it, Dan. Yeah, so far, like, it's interesting, and I'm curious to see, like, what abilities we get. It definitely feels very, Comet doesn't feel super fun. Like it feels a little stale right now. Like it feels like the areas are bigger than they need to be. It would be like Dust. I've never played Dust. Yeah, it's not like it's not at all like giving me bad impressions at all. Just like I'm finding myself just be like, okay, go through 18 of these mushroom guys. Like they're relying on you to eventually like make a mistake out of frustration instead of being difficult. I just full yeeted myself there. Ma'am? Oh, okay. Insufficient souls. What do you mean? Sure. Okay, I need an ancient soul to upgrade my good blood. Oh God! Hang on one second. I should grab my phone. I just heard. Heard a notification. It was junk email. Of course. I can dodge through enemies. It's just like it's only at the start of your dodge that you have iframes. So you have to like clear through the enemy. Purify. Harness the wind to blow away enemies. Cool. Expertly dodged. Until I got hit. Pretend I expertly dodged it, okay, chat? Oh, Jesus! I got a little startled. I got a little startled there, chat. Expertly dodged. Oh, do I have enough for one of those amulets? No. Alright, let's go fuck up this pot. Now it's personal. Whatever that means.
I like when the mushroom flies into me.
Define full-time? You know, full-time. Yeah, 40 hours. Also, more during the day instead of like random late night streams and stuff like that. All that basically is entailing is I can rely on stream that month, you know, to pay the bills. Damn, those guys are nasty. Okay. Chain of Sorcery. Grants an additional relic slot. Hell yeah. Well, we can put it on when we're at a respite. It's weird that there's no death penalty. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Oh. Weird. Yeah, you can just go back whenever you want. It's not so much that like it like reduces the difficulty or anything. It just like it kind of makes death feel like whatever, like doesn't matter. Which kind of feels like it goes against the rest of the design of the game. I don't know. Just first impressions. Okay. Need to be able to swim. Yeah, not having a death penalty is fine. It just feels very odd with how this game feels. Oh, bad water. Cause like I don't know why my brain is thinking something like that, but like with a healing system that's kind of implemented like this, it just kind of feels like the areas feel more tedious than they do like actually rewarding to get through, because it feels like there's no actual threat. The tedium's the penalty for death, which does work. I don't know. I'm enjoying playing it. It plays good. I'm just definitely feeling like, as I'm playing it, I'm like, this is not gripping me yet. Like I feel like if I like put the game down right now, I probably wouldn't come back to it. More attacks without cooldowns. Yeah, I'm assuming he's gonna get like upgraded at some point, and we'll have like another infinite combo or something, or more attacks with him. Okay, and you know what an aspect of it could be? The fact that it's like a platformer and there's been no platforming like challenge yet. I don't know. Just kind of thinking out loud of. Wonder what that opened. Oh, it was this. That's smart. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh, hey, you left us a note. Oh, okay. That just, I guess, immediately tracks me. Oh, okay, she does 2 now. Got it. Nicole! How you doing? This game is very pretty. Very pretty game. I'm good, how am I? I'm great. I'm excited to be streaming all heckin' day. All heckin' day. Whoops. Okay, how did I get down? Here. Also, yes, what Uber Dan said. Please be careful with anything potentially spoilery. It's been a hot minute since I've played a game. I've been worried about spoilers, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the map. The map is a little frustrating to get through because it's like, okay, I know I need to go right. How do I go that way? No clue. I think it was down this way, but that I can't go down that way. Yeah, we went down. At least it has one. What was the first one? Salt and Sanctuary? I wanted to like that game. I just couldn't get over the art style. This wasn't for me. Yeah, it's something about like whenever I see like puppet animation and whenever it gets a little too stiff, I immediately am like I check out. I don't know, it's not for me. But like stuff being animated with like spline in recent years, I've found I enjoy it a lot. At least more than like puppeted stuff. You're gonna have a little scream. Oh. Okay, fun. I just guess I have to wait now. Very cool. Love that attack. Mm-hmm. Can't reach it with range attack now. I only have one ranged attack, really, and it only deals impact damage on the ground. How am I liking the game? You've been looking at it for a while. It's pretty. It hasn't really gripped me yet. Flail Grower does do a rising attack, but it does pretty pitiful damage. See, I wouldn't classify this as a hard boss. This is a very tedious fight. Oh, okay. Okay, well now it's at least interesting. Oh, that did a lot of damage. I started this right at the start of stream, so I've only been playing for like an hour and a half. Is Dampe Dumper my tag? Yeah! Have you seen my new emote, Nicole? Look at him! It's a nice normal one. He does have a dumper. What's he got back there? Why did she fall? God. What does the whirlwind spirit do? It just does a little knockback like that. Yeah, I haven't seen its damage actually. Oh, no damage? It just knocks back? Okay, it does do damage. Just fly into me. Her flying through me like that did damage. That's some horseshit, game. Fun. What was the show? My brother, me. Hey, here's a thought. Actually, fuck this. Did that shit again. It did that shit again. Dealt combat damage because I knocked her prone. Love it. Mm-hmm. That was my own fault. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything has like a little too much, and I wasted it. Oh wait, it didn't waste it because I was at full health. That's nice. I like that. Thank you, game. Good job, game. Point. Ender Lilies get to point. For when I accidentally used the heal at full health, it didn't waste my heal. I appreciate that. This is a very considerate thing, game. Mm-hmm. Someone get the compliment counter out. Streamer loves this game. Like, I am expecting the game to get better, which is kind of like the biggest draw right now. It's like I want to see like what other spirits we get and stuff, and maybe more movement options. Yeah, mister. Get fucked. Purify. Purify. The Coven is lost, like my interest. The place I fought so hard to protect. Everything I built up by my own hand brought to ruin. Risked everything to protect her. Frida, the only friend I've ever known. I yearn for your safety. I'm dying. Even now, I remember the day you eased the suffering I was once my mother. But the day you became the princess of the Fountain, Frida. Such precious time was taken from us, never to be returned. I continued my research and hope it may have eased your burden. But it was all for naught. That folly has become my own burden. I'll carry it to protect this place at least until this horrid rain ceases to fall. I devoted my time to refining this magic. Now is the time to put it to use. What if credits just rolled right now? I would be flabbergasted. Fires a ranged projectile. Nice. Witch's Bubble. While in water can move, attack, and dodge. Nice. Do we have things planned for the day? I have a bunch of games I have set up. We're gonna play a little bit of each. I'll probably give this game like probably another hour or so. I'm enjoying it so far. That boss was a little obnoxious. Like the boss wasn't hard and it only had like 4 attacks. But man, it just was like how's a huge health pool? Listen, Nicole, I'm having a wonderful time. Clearly. This game wishes it was Hollow Knight. It could get better. It could get better. Swim. Oh? I did the wrong thing. Oh man, I don't think I've been as mad at a video game since Ori. I still feel bad about that playthrough. I was livid during that shit. What game I said? Or in the Blind Forest. I did not enjoy my time. There was just some mind-boggling design decisions in Ori that I was like, what? You want to express how you feel and ask thoughts on the latest Elden Ring patch. They nerfed Stars of Ruin, your main endgame spell and your intelligence build, and Bloodhound Step, basically the only things that got me through the Millennia fight. They also nerfed Rivers of Blood. I haven't looked at the patch info. Did they nerf Flame of the Red Mane? Because that, I feel like, needed a nerf. It's still okay? Alright. I'll take it. What did the nerf of Bloodhound Step become? Is it like more FP? The nerfs are mostly PvP. Loses effectiveness after consecutive use. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Helps punish the, like, panic nature of it. Oh, I keep forgetting I can just do this. I don't have to find my way back. Look at all my friends. Collection. Isn't there... I can fast travel, right? Let's go here and go right this time. I'm just so surprised they put like a boss like that before I could even upgrade like my attack. Literally the one thing I did upgrade to, I could not hit the boss with, so it was like, cool. Okay, so we can't go that way yet. Fell right into an enemy. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, so where the heck do I go? Can I go down here? Doot 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 deep. Oh, we can go to this place because it was water. That's right. That's right. That's right. Look at them dodges. Oh my god. Who is this guy? You're telling me he just picked this game up a few minutes ago? And he's dodging swamp things? Not that attack though, apparently. You telling me he's attacking the wrong way? It feels like there's a secret up here. Hog. I leveled. Yo, I have 80 of those? Hey! Quill, thank you for 33 months. Who is this guy? Who is he? Who is he and what did he do with Dan? Who is your streamer and what does he do? I miss Dan. Remember when Dan streamed? Oh, it's timed.
It's timed.
I fell. I disagree. Their game. Also, maybe the thing that's frustrating, because it works towards level. What does leveling up do for me? Does it just improve like my health and attack or something? Oh, he looks nice. You piss! Hmm. I think one thing that's frustrating me about the combat is you have to like fully stop your 3 attack combo to go into a dodge roll. Which feels like it's not bad. It's just one of those, like, I feel like it would have been better to reward the player for, like, quick reflexes. I don't know. No, I'm just fucking armchair talking here. Talking out of my ass. These guys are gonna be mimics. Oh my god. They were not. Seems like it slows the flow of combat. Yeah, it definitely does. That's definitely how I'm feeling. Rusted blue ornament. Increases damage dealt by attacks performed in water. We like increased attack. I just stood and looked at that guy. I was like, hey, so. Are we really going for 24 hours? That is what 24 hours means. I figured we go like 4 hours and then stop stream, you know? You know what else? Okay, I saw the little right click on the stick there for the map. I appreciate that. Because I keep going to pull up the map. Nothing? Oh! That wolf's not going to be in Ender Lilies, too. Get fucked. something. Brings a digital relic slot. Cool. We're gonna let Dan have bathroom breaks. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna shit myself. I thought that'd be a fun way to mix up stream. I got the bucket ready. Dan still needs to do self-care, but I did self-care yesterday. But Mom... Bobby's mom doesn't make him have self-care. Oh God. All right, you know what? I'm gonna self-care. I'm just gonna leave it open and hopefully nothing kills me because there's music. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom, chat. Okay, I'm back. Did anything kill me? Pasha, I just got back. What are you talking? I'm sitting. I just sat down. Gotta double down. I was so close to seeing her again. Fungal Sorcerer generates a toxic mist that reduces enemy health over time. Damage from the mist cannot be blocked. Shiny? Oh, it's just reading. To my darling, upon receiving your letter, I have decided to return. I have seen and learned much on this half-year journey outside the coven. I ache to tell you... My loins ache to tell you the scorching sand dunes, strange creatures, and so much more. I will be back soon with your souvenir. All my love. My loins. You know. My tenderloins. Oh, they're shiny. Ah, it's under the stupid thing. Okay, well, at least we found a pathway here. Yo, more of this. I keep getting like vibes of boss arenas in this game, and then I'm like, oh nope, it's just a little platform. Okay, so I don't think I can make it over that way yet. This feels like a game that would have some interesting speedrun techniques. Oh, you bitch. Grab the ledge. She's just confused. She's just confused. She can get it. She'll get it. Thank you. Any spoilers for what you might play next? Maybe Control. Kind of feeling that right now. Weirdly, that or Legend of Grimrock. I don't know if anyone has interest in watching Legend of Grimrock. But it was one of those it was one of those I picked it up a long time ago and never got around to playing it. And now I'm just like curious what other gems I'm sitting on, like Darkwood. No Kungerbung? What? What is that? Oh, Burger King? Alright, we went this way. We couldn't go this way. I'm pretty sure. But there is a down? There has to be something one of these ways. Because that one I definitely couldn't do until I have some kind of speed upgrade or something. Right, okay, so we can't go right here. So I guess we just go down and see if we can keep going right that way. Etrian Odyssey game's over, but that's 3DS. I have not heard of that. Who did that? Arthur Postmortem, thank you for 2 months. Also, sorry, Greenfire, did I thank you? I don't think I did. Thank you for 4. I really appreciate that. How am I liking this so far? It, like... I want to like it. But it kind of feels tedious so far. Like, the combat feels very repetitive. Combat feels a little slow to start, which is fine, but like we're also, you know, like 2.5 hours into the game. I would have hoped it kind of like would have picked up. Okay, so there's a passageway right in here. That I haven't found. It's probably that up there, yeah? Okay, genuine question that I would like chat to answer if they know. For leveling up, does that improve any of my stats or anything? Or is that just like a slow something? It doesn't feel like anything's getting increased. I'm in chapter 3? I thought I was still like in the tutorial. It does slightly increase your stats? Okay, so it's just not noticeable. Increases damage and HP. I'm glad it does. It's just one of those like I haven't noticed any you know, change in abilities cuz like enemies still take the same number of hits basically. And there hasn't been that much of a variety of enemies to like see if, you know, things are dealing different damage and stuff other than bosses. Anything here? Just beat a Sekiro boss that was giving you so much trouble by cheesing and so happy. Which boss? Congrats, though. What you saw was at least a few people felt like before level 20, the levels weren't really noticeable. The mini boss before Fake Corrupted Monk. Oh, the one the playing the instrument with the hat on. Shamazin player, yeah. Nice. Yeah, they're tough. Like I feel like they're much harder than the boss of that area. Enhance. I still have nothing to upgrade that guy, which kind of sucks. This guy, though, I have enough. Now I need 30 of it. I'll upgrade them all. Stink. Well, maybe back one of the other ways is where I need to go. I'm definitely missing something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, that guy just fucked me up. I was not paying attention. I was not treating him with respect that he deserved. I'm sorry, skeleton. You gotta treat skeletons with respect. Okay? Oh. Also, yeah, I just totally forgot to come this way. My bad. My bad. Anyone yelling at the screen. Being like,
Why doesn't Dan just go forward?
because as our good friend Robert Frost once said, two paths diverge. And I took the wrong one. You're always yelling at the screen for unrelated reasons? Good. No, no. Get! Level up. Gotta grind for that XP, gamers. I want to see what was in this house. Just kind of ran by it. Shiny? Nice. The music's pretty lovely. Yeah, I do like the music so far in this game. Giant's Ring. Slightly increases damage dealt by attacks while made on the ground. More damage. Love to see it. Bro, is it cringe to have a wet skeleton? We all have wet skeletons. Your bones are wet. Old Wet Bones Jones, they call me.
Nice.
I agree, it is nice. Your teeth are the only bones you regularly clean. That's true. I scrub my mouth bones every day. Yo, bro, my bones are so wet right now. Sorry. Okay, that's there's no way I can make that. We still have 21 hours to go. Hell yeah, we're just getting cursed. We're just starting. It did not feel like I should have been able to make that jump, but I did. Actually, hang on, I want to try that again. Okay, you can make it. It just felt higher than I thought. Oh, look at this boy. I really love the animation on him, though. Yeah, that's definitely the most interesting enemy so far. I liked him. He got the Dan Jones seal of approval. One wet finger bone up. That's the seal. Oh. Okay, did I miss a lever over here? Oh no, that was blocked off. That's right. Lord Smudge! Thank you so much for 19 months! You're deleting another emote so you can have self-care Sonic be tier 1? Hell yeah. I think Dampy Dumper might become tier 1 down the road. If I ever do a, like, reimagining of some emotes and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it tier 2 for now just because I have open slots there that I'm not using. Make Dampe the second animated. That is true. Moving Uwu because it was the least used. Yeah, I need to look at what my least used is. Probably like Lady Jingle. Probably one of the least used ones. Not the Thirst one, but the Jingle Bell itself. Cheese and Gamble. Bones, Bones, Bones. Blargle, thank you for 18 months. I spy a shack over yonder. Yonder window breaks. I don't know. After the Blighted started to appear in Land's End, many religions quickly began to die out, including the True Way. Seeking home, many flocked to the White Priestess. It is likely that the Way of the White Parish arose from there and spread amongst the people. Okay, so we got a new relic, which I absolutely want to equip. Insufficient. Enhance. Still no things to enhance that. Still not enough Furious Blight. Hardly use Listen. Yeah. Listen, I think, is one of the lesser used ones. I weirdly still see Majestic pretty often. I feel like that one I still see in chat. Yeah, probably Cheese, Listen, or Jingle, I would say, are my... I'm curious, let's see. There's a way to, like, view that, right? Your least used emotes.
Oh, majestic!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the 96 bits. Let's see, within the channel. Okay, so it only shows within the past updated date range above. Okay, so can I do it since like the start of the year? I can. Okay. So, most used, clearly, it's time to crab. Here, actually, should I look? I'll look outside of my channel. Carby's the most, usually because I tell everyone to do raids with Carby. Time to crab, love, dance, one, nut, pog, boss weapons. Those are the highest ones. I hate how it does like the flipped and like here's the ones with glasses or you know dark gray kind of thing. Cause I work at Nintendo is my least used active emote. It's also 25k bits. So oof, the Mario hat and the Mario bonk are both, but they're tier 2, so I feel like that's and then because I'm the best for tier 3. Shrimpin', Clippy. Because I made this is really low too. That one I should just change, because that one I feel like is wasting a slot. Let's see within the channel. Within the channel, yahaha. Or yaha. I thought I had an extra ha in there. But that's 50k bits. It's been used once. Hang on, I have to use it once. I have to get its usage. There we go. Happy to have shrimps now? Cause I bubba da bub? It's only been used once? There's a cause I work at Nintendo. Yeah, hang on. Here's my bit emotes. I think that's all of them. No tier 1s yet. That's good. My lowest tier 1. Actually, the lowest is the follower emote of Straub. Which I think I took away, right? Okay, I took that one away. So then second place would be Grubby. Grubby, Jingle, and Brain Goblin. My lowest ones. Also Cheese and Oven. And Listen. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I was surprised Goblin was that low. I feel like Goblin, I see it a lot more often. Yeah, so it was Boss Weapons, Nut, Cry, Soup. Then we have Murder, Toont, Majestic, One More, Coffee, Tingle, Thirst. Bless, Nailed It, Doubt. Look and Gamble. Interesting. Interesting. We start using Oven as a pog. That'd be fun. It's a free pog. What if... Oh, look at that. Is that the same guy? Just with his eyes closed, maybe? What if they, you know, when they were figuring out what was going to be the new Pog symbol? What if they just went with an open oven? Oh no, he's different. Oh, he got sick. level up. Man, I really need to do the cooking stream. I owe you guys that cooking stream, and it's... I need to just commit and do it. I'm always like, I'll wait for something good. I should just do it like something casual. So that way, in the future when I want to do more, I can do it without feeling like I have to do like some big fanfare or something for, you know. Will Furby join? Furby can be on the cooking stream, yeah. Be my my sous chef. I'm gonna die. Man, some of those lads hit hard.
Okay, okay.
I just open and eat a Kit Kat. That's the whole stream. Thanks for coming, everyone. I would not do that. It has been nice having the HelloFresh back again, and also just nice for not needing like groceries for dinner. I think that's honestly my favorite part about HelloFresh is not needing to grocery shop. Yuck. What is this game? It's Ender Lilies. And it is interesting. I'm having a decent time with it. It hasn't quite gripped me. But I mean, I'm also like, I'm having a decent time with it and controls well. I don't want it to seem like I'm being too negative on the game. I was just giving my first initial thoughts. Yeah, it's no Banjo-Tooie. How does it compare? I'm still enjoying playing it. Like the game itself is fun. I think maybe I'm just like, nothing's really, you know, grabbed my attention with it yet. Which is to say, like, it could still very easily. It's just like right now, combat feels kind of like repetitive and uninteresting. Yo, healing. Okay, okay, dog. Holy shit. Dog messed me up. Shiny? Read. Request! Fearless warrior needed to slay large monsters in the forest. Monsters have settled in the forest near the hamlet, wounding many of the king's soldiers. Rewards will be given for any fiends killed. Stand with us to protect our great nation. Knight of the Bastion, Heimel. Heimel? It is at the White Parish grounds in the catacombs where the Guardian candidates endured many years of training. They toil to fortify their bodies and minds to be deemed worthy of protecting the White Priestess. Selected from devotees of the church, it is said that only the 10 finest candidates will earn the honor. Rest? Still can't upgrade it. Oh. Friend? I stunned him. Ow. Oh, okay, it goes over the head. Got it. I do like that you can interrupt your heal with a dodge. Mmm. Nice.
Blighted scum, how could they?
Purify.
I hear the muffled voices of the villagers outside my shack. They feel what I've become. Upon my return from the fortress battle, I chose to become an immortal knight to protect them all. There are days I wish I would be purified, but the priestess of the fount must not be made to carry that burden any longer. After some time, I hear voices again. But this time, they belong to a white priestess and a child. The priestess, once but a child herself, now cuts a radiant figure. I no longer know the pleasures of joy, but despite this, my cheeks widen into a grin. When madness takes me, will this little one be made to carry the burden? I don't know how long my consciousness will hold out. But as long as I am myself, I will be a shield to protect them from harm. The pain I will endure is nothing compared to their suffering.
Swings a heavy, powerful hammer slowly, but with force and range enough to blow enemies away. Hey, we can break pustulant ground. He protected the village to the very end. A brave warrior indeed. You were in his memory. Did you two visit him often? Chapter 4. Shiny. An image scrawled using pagodite? It appears to be a doodle of the white priestess of the fount playing with the children of the hamlet under a radiant sun. Prayer restoration. Okay, so my healing leveled up. Got it, got it. Warning! The catacombs are off limits. Blighted captured in Land's End are being held in the catacombs. To reduce the risk of further spread of the blight, the catacombs are off limits. Also, note the harboring individuals carrying the blight is a crime. Report any and all sightings of the blighted to the Royal Guard immediately. Okay, well, I think that's probably a good place to switch games. We got a bunch of backtracking we can do. I think I will continue playing this. I am enjoying it, even though I don't think it's like you know, a new favorite or anything. But I would like to see it through. I'm enjoying it enough. Ooh, this is infinite uses too. Oh, cool. So let's do like that, and then we'll do spores. I don't really like the gust one as much. So let's see how it looks. Oh, it's not even a combo. It's just a one hit. One hit. Boom. Interesting. I didn't have any ancient spirits, did I? Nope. Still none. But I can upgrade my blast, which I'm going to do. Okay. Yeah, it definitely feels like we went the hard way first and fighting the witch. But that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun, chap. Oh, that just quits. I guess I could have guessed that as well. Yeah, you took on the witch first? Yes. Yeah. I might have done stuff out of order. Maybe slightly. Did like no damage to it. It was very fun. Let's switch to... What do I want to switch to? Yeah, I'm feeling control.